Hello. I am doing my makeup, which is not what I intended to be doing right now. You know what I was supposed to be doing right now? Going to the gym, actually, before I go make a 2-hour drive to go see my best friend play a show tonight. She does not know that I'm coming. I have a feeling that she suspects that I'm gonna show up, but she's under the impression, to my knowledge, that I'm not coming. But anywho, my plan was to go to the gym after work and then make the drive. However, I've done this so many times. I got carried away playing guitar. I got carried away singing and playing guitar, and what a blessing it is, really, truly, to really just have so many things that I enjoy doing that I get stuck in the decision making of like, oh, do I want to do this thing that I love, or do I want to do this thing that I love, or like, oh my god, I didn't get to go lift because I was playing guitar. Like, it's kind of silly. Like, I really can't be that upset because it's like, okay, whatever. I missed a day in the gym because I was having a really good practice session on guitar. Like, boo-hoo, I'll be okay. And it maybe did also have something to do with the fact that there's a camel cricket in my shower, and I know that if I go to the gym, I'm gonna need to shower afterwards, and I'm really scared of camel crickets, so it's really a whole ordeal. It's fine. It's chill. It's chill. So now I'm doing my makeup. The really frustrating thing... Okay, hold on. I would have had enough time to go to the gym if I just, like... If I just had, like, 15 more minutes. But alas, I don't. The thing is, I can't ask her what time she's going on. Because if I'm not coming, then why would I be asking, you know? So it's... Okay. Anywho, I'm in a bit of a mood right now. If you can tell, I'm fine. I just really love the gym, guys. I just really love the gym. And I very recently have only, I think I maybe talked about this before. I was consistently weightlifting for 3 years, and then I had to stop May of last year. So 3 years up until that. And yeah, I had an injury and I had to stop, and I've only just recently, it is August 2026, I've only just recently, within the past like 2 months maybe, been able to start lifting again, and like very, very little. And I fucking love lifting. I love lifting so much. So it really like brings me so much happiness and is just like my favorite form of exercise. And yeah, I've been so excited for it, but I haven't really like been able to make like a new split yet. So I low-key just been going every day because I like to exercise daily. So sometimes I'll go and I'll literally just go on the treadmill, but I just love it. But yeah, I didn't go today, and it's kind of throwing me off. It's really throwing me off. I really hope that you guys didn't just see the fucking snot fly out of my nose. I'm not re-recording this. I'm going to keep the shot in of snot flying out of my nose. And maybe the shot didn't even pick up, and now you know that 10 seconds ago snot just flew out of my nose and it's on camera, and you're going to go back and look at it, and that's fine. I don't even care. I'm going to talk about something that's difficult to talk about since I'm already... I forget I have upstairs neighbors. Since I'm already in a bit of a funk. Okay? So, that is that. It fucking hurts to start to love yourself. Because when you declare to yourself, I want to learn to love myself, in doing so, you're inherently admitting that you don't in the present moment. And you see that unravel more and more with like the more time and effort you put in, the more like highlighted it is to what degree you didn't love yourself. And that feels like such a, like, I think the worst type of betrayal is from yourself, honestly. Like, this shit hurts so bad to look back at all the times that you have just completely deprived yourself of love and respect and nurturing. Like, it sucks. It sucks. It makes me like recoil to think, because I love myself now. I really do. Hold on. Seriously, I would date myself, really. I would if I could. But no, sometimes it almost concerns me. Sometimes I have to stop and be like, oh my god, am I like conceited or something? Like, am I fucking narcissistic? Because I love myself so much, and I think that I'm so cool and so funny, and like, I just believe that I can do fucking anything, really. Like, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool to feel this way. But I used to really hate myself. I used to really, really hate myself to my core. And I would do things that I knew were bad for me. I would put myself in situations that I didn't want to be in. I would hang out with people that I didn't like. I would just do all this shit that I didn't want to be doing. Nothing, like, shit that didn't make me happy. And I didn't care. I didn't care because I was like, well, I don't love myself. So, like, and like, I knew that for a really long time. Like, I actually remember when I was really little, my mom talking about self-love and how everybody should love themselves. And I had to have been like 6 years old or something like that. And I remember being like, why would you do that? Like, that's weird. Like, I didn't understand it. And that stayed, like, I stayed in that mindset for a really long time. Like, I mean, it probably wasn't until like maybe I was like 16 or so that I started to think like, oh, maybe I do actually want to love myself. And I'm 21, so like it's taken 5 years. There's been 5 years between the point in which I said I want to learn how to love myself and now where I can confidently say that I do. Like, it's taken a lot, and it's hurt really bad, and I've betrayed myself time and time again. Like, I really cannot express to y'all the amount of bullshit that I've let slide from other people because I didn't love myself. And in not loving myself, I didn't respect myself. I didn't respect myself, and most fucking importantly, I didn't know myself. I didn't know what I wanted. Because, and this is what really, my friend told me this belief, I don't know, sometime earlier in the year, and that it's just really changed the way that I thought about self-love. But they told me, like, we say that to be loved is to be known. So why don't we get to know ourselves, Why don't we spend so much time with ourselves and like so much time in our minds and like sit with ourselves and with our emotions to get to know ourselves, to get to know what we do and don't like. And I've done that, and like y'all, I don't think I should share with you guys how much time I spend alone, because it might make me sound fucking crazy, to be honest. But I've spent a lot of time alone, and I've gotten to really fucking know myself and know what I do and don't like, and it shows. It shows, because if I compare myself to even just a year ago, when I was maybe like expressing self-love but didn't like really love myself, oh my god, my life looks so fucking different, seriously. Like, actually, a little bit over a year ago, This is so personal. This is like way more personal than what I would usually be comfortable sharing, but I don't even fucking care. I was seeing this guy, and basically, I really liked him, but he ended up cutting things off, and I don't remember what the hell he said. Crazy shit was like heartbreaking at the time, and now I don't fucking remember what he said. Someone like, I'm just not interested. Like, he was like, I think you're a really great person, and like I'd really like to stay friends, but I'm just not interested in you as a romantic partner. And that hurts so fucking bad to hear. But I'm so glad that he told me the truth, because at the time I could not wrap my head around it. And I was like, oh my god, like, what the fuck, why? I would make such a good partner, because at the time I didn't fucking love myself and I didn't respect myself. So I would have fit into any fucking mold that somebody wanted me to. Like, he could say jump and I would jump. Like, I really did not have a solid core of like me, you know? Like, I do think we all have this kind of like essence about us that doesn't change. And I've definitely had that to some degree, but that essence per se has grown so much stronger since then. And I look back at myself at that time, and I hold so much love in my heart for that version of me and every past version of me, because I couldn't be who I am today if not for all those past versions of me that did suffer and that did betray myself, you know? I just simply wouldn't be who I am. But I look back at that version, and, you know, at the time I was thinking like, oh my god, why wouldn't you want to date me? I would be such a good partner because I would do literally anything you want, because I don't respect myself and I'm desperate. And now I'm like, fuck, I wouldn't date me then either. Hell no. Hell fucking no. If somebody like me a year ago tried to fucking hit on me now, no, get the fuck out. Hell no, actually. I didn't enjoy my own company enough to just hang out by my lonesome. I didn't really have hobbies. I definitely, like, I don't want to say I wasn't passionate at all. Like, I definitely had like spurts of passion, but I was not very passionate. Like, I just had no idea what really made me happy, what I wanted to do. I was hanging out with friends who like kind of made me feel like shit about myself. Like, it was rough. It was really rough. And I mean, I was also just living in like a really I had a fucked up living situation, and I was just a mess. Like, I would cry all the fucking time. I'd say I would probably cry like 3 times a week or so, and I mean like bawl my eyes out, cry. And now I actually have the opposite problem, where I kind of feel like a man, and that it takes so much for me to cry. Like, I really don't cry that much anymore. Like, I cry tears of joy. Sometimes it's actually really frustrating that I can't cry as much as I used to be able to. But yeah, I wouldn't have fucking wanted to date me either. But, you know, of all those things, you know, the lack of hobbies, the shitty friends, what really was at the core of it was that I didn't love myself. And I used to think that the saying, like, first love yourself, then love others or something, is such bullshit. And I still kind of think it is to a degree. Like, it's really difficult to love yourself. So I think that, like, not expressing love, not letting yourself feel love because you like don't love yourself yet, is really just hurting yourself, honestly, and like that's stupid. But I will say, I would not want to be with somebody who doesn't love themselves, because I'm not gonna like when you don't really love yourself and then you just like jump into a relationship, then there's this like gap. There's this like hole in your heart that you kind of like expect, whether it be consciously or subconsciously, your partner to fill. And that's fucking unfair. Like, you really, I don't know, for me at least, I am like, for the first time maybe ever, at a point where I feel like I could be chill being in a relationship. And that is because I don't need another person. Because like when you don't love yourself, there's this like hole that's left and you fill it with bullshit. It turns into a pile of bullshit. Like you fill it with, you know, something that brings you dopamine, some sort of addiction, some sort of adrenaline rush. And most often, it's other people. It's like affection and attention. That's like the biggest fucking drug there is. But yeah, like you're just not really gonna be a great partner long term, maybe, in my personal opinion, if you can't stand being alone. And if you don't love yourself, then you're not gonna enjoy being alone. When I heard my friend say this, I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna get to know myself. I'm gonna spend so much time with myself and get to know myself, because if I know myself, then I'll love myself. And I just, wow. Fucking life. Fuck it. Like, any time that you like put it out into the world that you want to improve yourself in like any fucking way, when you acknowledge I'm at this point here and I want to be at this point here, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Like, the universe, whatever you believe in, has such a strong fucking way of being like, okay, then we're gonna shine a fucking massive strobe light on this. Like, whatever makes this you and this you different, whatever you're lacking, it's gonna shine a giant fucking light on that. And so I realized that I didn't even like some of the fucking music that I was wearing. Or, pardon me, some of the music I was listening to. I didn't like a lot of the clothes that I was wearing. I didn't feel like having piercings in my face anymore. I still got a few. But, like, I had 7 fucking piercings in my face. And there's nothing wrong with that. And, like, I don't mean it in that type of way. Like, I know I've got a fucking cowboy hat on my room and a little bit of a southern inflection in my voice, and I'm wearing a cross. I'm not Christian. But, no, I just mean, like, I was expressing myself in ways that I didn't really care to, that I didn't even feel like actually really aligned with me. I was still hanging out with people who, you know, maybe weren't shitty to me, maybe weren't bad to me in any way at all, but just weren't making me feel really good. You know, I've got some friends, like some of my best friends, I walk into a room and I feel like their faces light up, and that shit feels so good. And that's what I want. That's what I want. And I wasn't getting that. And that's okay. That's just not going to happen with everybody. But I know that's what I want. And so, yeah, I was like, shit, why the fuck am I doing all this shit that I don't even care about? And then I had to ask myself, like, what the fuck do I care about? And I knew it all along. It's music. That's what I'm fucking passionate about. One of the many things, but this is the big one, is music. And I had to admit to myself that, like, I had kind of given up on that for a few years and abandoned that passion of mine. And that hurt. That hurt to think of all this time that I could have spent, like, developing my taste in, like, shit that I really do like, and, like, building my skill set and forming bonds with people that do light up when I walk into a room. it hurt to think about all the time that I lost spent doing shit that I don't like and hanging out with people who actually fucking sucked. Like, oh my god. And by people, I mostly mean men. Like, I'm really, truly mostly mean men. I have been with some fucking creatures. I don't mean physically. I'm not talking about appearance. That would be mean. I don't like talking about people like that. But I mean, like, I have been with dudes who have just sucked the fucking life out of me, and I stayed. And I stayed. I would stay with dudes who talked to me like I was just a fucking hole. Just a fucking hole. Dudes who were so disrespectful to me, who did not care about my feelings at all, who were fucking other women the whole time. I would stay. I would fucking stay because I didn't love myself. So it hurts. It hurts to think that, like, that, oh my god, like, these things had access to me. Like, I really, really love myself now, and, like, I see the light in myself now, and, like, I see the potential in myself that I see in other people. And it just hurts to think about the fact that, like, this fucking light that I am was being used on people, places, and things that just suck balls and nuts, to be so honest. That hurts. That hurts. But you have to admit that to yourself. That's part of the process. That is part of the process of learning to love yourself, is admitting to all the ways. I cut off my rat tails. That's really, I'm sidetracking, but I cut off my rat tails and I really like it. You have to admit to those things, every single one of them. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. It sucks. It does not feel good to be called out. But it's very necessary, because you're not gonna be able to fix it. You're not gonna know better if it's not, boom, put in your face. You know? While I can confidently say now that I love myself, I think it's a process. I think it's a really long process. I don't think it's like, I'm sure that in a year I'll look back at this and be like, oh, I thought I loved myself then. Just fucking wait. Just fucking wait. Just fucking wait. Oh, I need to cut this piece of hair. But yeah, reaching a point though where I can confidently say that I love myself has felt so fucking good. So fucking good, seriously. To, like, be kind of conceited and obsessed with myself, it feels awesome, really. So my, I guess, advice to you would be to get to know yourself as absolutely much as you can. Because to be loved is to be known. So how can you love yourself if you don't know yourself, diva? Yeah. I'm gonna hop off here. I've got things to attend. I don't like doing a heart like this. I'm gonna do it like this. Love you guys. Hannah Jacqueline out.